All right, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we bring you back-to-back update and information as it is hot. In case you have not joined our social media handle, what are you waiting for? Kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share. It's your one and only Yokopus on the line once again. Welcome back, Tori Plenty. For this time, information will be say it there for my table. Be say the men of Biafra militants will be say they're there for Cameroon for that Bakassi Peninsula where where Nigeria and Cameroon did fight for that time during the time of Olusegun Obasanjo, former governor of former president of Nigeria and also former head of state of Nigeria. That time will be say Nigeria considered Bakassi Peninsula for that side. The people will be say that they live there. They themselves talk say they be blooded Biafrans, say they no go give up. They say whatever the people will be say the government of Cameroon they do to them, they say they no go give up, say they go quechiri as this year team na quechiri, no grief for anybody. And I saw people talk, and I saw these people talk, say they go quechiri last, say they themselves they no go grief for anybody will be say it go stand on the way for them as it be. It don't share according to the information on my table, the men of the Biafra militant has stopped all access from the men of the Cameroonian soldiers from accessing the area and angles of the pipeline within that particular environment. According to them, they say that that is their territory and they are going to protect it with the last drop of their blood. In Rivers State, big clash has erupted as two communities fight over land. The Rivers State Police Command has restored normalcy in Akpajo and Eleme communities in Eleme local government area of the state following clash over land ownership. One person, an indigene of Eleme, was killed while no fewer than 5 others were injured during the clash that occurred on Friday evening. Police Public Relations Officer in the state, Grace Iringe Koko, confirmed this in a short message sent to journalists in Port Harcourt on Saturday. Iringe Koko said upon getting the information, the Commissioner of Police, Olatunji Disu, deployed tactical teams to the area to quell the situation. The message reads in part, the command is aware of the situation and a full-scale investigation has commenced. Meanwhile, the CP has deployed tactical teams to the area and normalcy has been restored. As a matter of fact, people are going about their lawful businesses and activities. This is what is happening currently in Rivers State between Eleme and the other part of that particular River State where there is a dispute due to land ownership, tussle for land ownership. And that is what many communities in Nigeria has been facing because the youth and the young people in Nigeria and in this generation has resorted to selling land as a means of getting wealth quick way of making wealth, forgetting that had it been that their forefathers did not left that land there or did not leave that land there, there wouldn't have been any land for them to possess at this particular time. I think it's high time the nation starts doing what is called a kind of orientation, giving people orientation, because when these localists who survive with famine and the rest of them, and this is part of the thing that is causing hunger in Nigeria and in Africa as large, because people are now moving from what we used to know as Africans. Long time ago, Africans were great farmers. There was a time, if you are from the Igbo part, where a man boasts, you can only be acknowledged as a rich man as a result of how many tubers of yam in your yam bank on your yam barn, or how many goats, sheep that you are owning, including your houses and the rest. But as it is in this present time, the people have forgotten some of these things and they have failed to understand that the world is going back to agriculture and what is going to save the earth again is agriculture, because very soon crude oil will fizzle out and other things will fizzle out. People are now advancing, seeing how best they can manufacture electric cars, solar powered cars, and the rest of them. And when this invention comes into full existence, you will find out that things like crude oil might not be able to make any sense again, because it will not be as costly as it is in today's market. Why crude oil is as costly as it is in today's market is because almost all over the world, this is what people use. But as invention and advancement comes, I believe that crude oil in future is going to lose its value. Francis Ngannou and Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury's father, offers his verdict on heavyweight battle. Anthony Joshua and Francis Ngannou set to head to the ring to see who is the strongest man. Anthony Joshua and Francis Ngannou will collide in just under 2 months' time, and one man who knows how much a threat Ngannou possesses is John Fury. After watching his son, Tyson Fury, get dropped by the former UFC superstar before escaping with a narrow split decision victory, the elder Fury isn't quick to dismiss Ngannou's chance against Joshua. The bout, which takes place in Saudi Arabia on March 8, will see Ngannou have his second professional boxing contest once again. He is a significant underdog. This is what we say when you hear words like he that is diligent in his field will stand before kings. Of course, you see that Francis Ngannou, also of that of African descent, will be standing face to face with Anthony Joshua. Of course, you know that Anthony Joshua has been a heavyweight champion when it comes to boxing, and Ngannou is stepping into the field. He's wiping away all his fears. Remember that the last time he faced Tyson Fury, and knocked him out. The Nigeria Labour Congress has opened door that a negotiation is ongoing to resolve labor crisis in Kwara State. Kwara State government has engaged the leadership of the state chapter of the Nigeria Labour Congress, NLC, in a bid to beat the 14-day ultimatum issued to the government. The ultimatum expires on January 26, 2024, with a slim hope that the government will meet the over 20 demands of the labor movement in the state. Demands of the labor movement include, among others, the implementation of the 35,000 wage award for all categories of the state workers. The body is also demanding the domestication and implementation of the 40% peculiar allowance for workers across the state as approved and provided for workers in the federal government employment. Also on the list of the demands is the implementation of the consequential adjustment for pensioners and weighing in allowance for workers in the state-owned media houses. Daily Post gathered in Ilorin on Friday that the meeting between the labor movement and the government will continue on Monday, with a resolution expected by the NLC on Tuesday. Chairman of the NLC, Saheed Mutala Olayinka, in a chat with Daily Post in Ilorin on Friday, disclosed that he does not expect a holistic solution to the demand by the labor movement. He said at the last meeting with Mahi Abdulakaya, Chief of Staff to Governor Abdullahi Abdulaziz, the Finance Commissioner, among others, the labor movement laid down their grievances. We presented over 21 demands of workers in the state to the state government. On the basis of that, the state government promised to change its method of relating with the Nigeria Labour Congress leadership, assuring that the most critical of demand must be addressed in a bid to ensure that better things are done before the deadline of January 26, 2024. If nothing is forthcoming as promised by the government, we will remain resolute to defend all our demands in the interest of the workers in the state, he said. Daily Post learned that another meeting has been fixed before the expiration of the 14-day ultimatum. authoritative source indicated that the next meeting on Tuesday will determine the NLC's next line of action. Currently, this is happening in Kwara State, where the NLC has given a 20 days ultimatum to the government of Kwara State, making some demands with regards to the workers in the state. And one of the demands is the 35,000 minimum wage as agreed by the Nigeria Labour Congress and the other party. But of course, you know that places like Canada, USA, you find out that those who are even working without certificate are earning like $11 per hour. That's the minimum wage, $11 per hour. And if you check $11 per hour, you find out that by the time you times 11 by 10, you find out that how much you'll be earning every day, and you compare it with what the Nigerian government and the Labour Congress is dragging for, just 35,000. And of course, you need to recall that the salary of these politicians, their daily allowance, their pocket allowance, their wardrobe allowance, and everything that that is connected to them is in millions. And I wonder, why will these allowances not be cut short? Because this is just one person, and the nation is languishing in poverty, while the politicians are jollying in affluent wealth. Meanwhile, I'll be winding down the curtain here, and if this is your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news is dropping, you will be the first to collect it. Thank you for listening. God bless you.